Back with the horrible quality, back with the horrible speeches, back with everything. But I don't care, you don't care, because you're back here watching me. Now, am I recording? Yes, I think I am. Alright, let's get to it. So I have this paper here of a presentation. It's gonna practice on you guys because nobody watches this. So, and if you do, leave a comment on what I think in my case, you shut the fuck up. You have until you have until you have 2 days. You leave a comment on what I can make better. I'll fucking add it if I think it's, which I probably will think that it's nice. Okay, so limitless is the presentation. Limitless is more than a mentality. Limitless is a state of mind, a state of being, a state of existing, and a state of thinking in which you, me, and everybody could reside in, but not many of us do. Hmm. Who here thinks they're limitless? Of those of you who didn't raise your hand, why the fuck not? Why not? There's so many sources that there's so many examples, like historical examples, that humans are evidently limitless to one extent or the other, especially in their capacity to think things through. Hmm. I bet the human mind is way more powerful than you could ever imagine. You know, there's one thing that your parents told you when you were a kid that actually was true. You're probably guessing what it is that you said in your brain right now. I'm gonna give you guys 2 seconds to think what it is. Don't say it, just think it. One, two. The thing was, you can, quote unquote, you can do anything you put your mind to. It's actually true. And if you haven't experienced this yet, it's not too late. And that's the main point. It is never too late to begin. Hmm. I'll give you guys a little story just to make it more concise. Not even concise, that doesn't make any sense. To make it more personal, I guess. After I beat International Baccalaureate, I moved off to Valencia to undergo my studies, my first year in university, basically. And my first year living alone as well. It was the first year that I got to experience who I truly was. I began to grasp the essence of my being, the essence of my persona. Mainly because I went there and I thought, the only person that knows me here is my brother, Emilio. Jefaturico on YouTube, go check his ass out. Makes awesome content in Spanish. Regardless, the only person I knew there was my brother, right? So I was like, new city, new me, big ass question mark behind that. Indeed, brother, indeed. And I learned that this new city, new me type of thing cannot, like, you can apply it to more things, like to more scenarios, like new day, new me, for example. Mm. And so I was just going across Valencia with a new character, with a new being to myself, to my name, rather, being extroverted, being talkative, being not caring. That's when in Valencia is when I started to not care about what people thought of me because I started dyeing my hair and doing some weird things with my style or things that were considered weird. And I began to understand the power within. Not within me, I mean, of course, within me, but like the power within striving a bit from the masses. But I don't want to phrase it like that in a presentation, to be fair. I began to understand the power behind being alone, which is not the same. And you've heard this a billion times. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. There were a lot of weird people in Valencia that I didn't like, that it got me thinking about self improvement. And I understood that the only person, because there were some people that I did try to like improve, I guess, like try to make their lives better, but it didn't work because they didn't want to make their lives better. So I found and understood finally, because this is a very important point, the one person of which you have absolute control, absolute power to change is yourself. And you can do that. The character you have, whatever it is, that being narcissistic, that being nice guy, that being quiet, you can change it. You just have to actively do it. And all my philosophy, because I don't like basing myself off other shit. I don't know, like, yeah, I do it all with my fucking brain, I guess. So, like, you could change your character. I was gonna say something else, but I lost my train of thought, to be fair, so I'm basing off the page. You can change your character. More than possible, you should be doing it. If you think that if you deem it necessary, then you should be probably at least analyzing your character. Everything you don't like about yourself, all the cons, all the red flags can be torn down, can be brought down, can be burned. You are the one person that can do that. If you want to, if you don't, try to keep listening. Just try to keep listening to see if I can sway your decision to become great, or at least your version of great. Let's move over the fucking point three. To be limitless, I'll repeat this. I already said it wrong, and it's important. So listen up, family. To be limitless, you must believe that you can be limitless. That's a very important point. It's almost like hypnotizing or persuading yourself to be better. The more you believe, the more power you have at your disposal to change yourself. Think about it. Like the more the more you have faith in the fact that you have power inside of you to change, the more power you're going to have in your repertoire, in your inventory, at your disposal to use on yourself, of course. Hmm. I'll give you like, I don't know, like an easy example to understand this. I'll base it off like a person is going to be way more easily hypnotized if they think they can be hypnotized. Sounds basic, but it's fucking facts. Just think it through in your head. Yeah. And same with persuasion. Like a persuasion, like if you go up to someone and for some reason you tell them, "I'm an awesome persuader. I'm insane. I'm so good at persuading. I can get the president to give me his car." Some random shit. They're gonna in their mind, they're gonna be like, "Holy fuck, this guy's good at persuading." And they try to persuade me. And just because of that, I'm not telling you to go out there and tell everybody you're persuasive because you know you're not. Learn about persuasiveness and then you maybe can do it. Maybe once you learn, I don't do it and I'm fucking persuasive. So once you tell someone that in this rhetorical scenario, they're gonna believe that they can be persuaded by you, and they're gonna be way more easily persuaded. As an example. Mm. So you must believe and have faith. I don't like that the word faith is like in some way enveloped in religion, to be fair. Like a strong belief. you know? You must believe and have faith that you can persuade yourself and persuade and trick yourself to be better. Because persuading takes time. Tricking yourself takes a bit less time. So I'll give you one trick. And I call it the reset theory. And I'm not sure because I'm a bit disconnected from the world in some ways. But from my knowledge, I am the creator of this. I think I explained reset theory in another video. But I have not seen it in any place other than on this channel. Any place on the internet. I do scour the internet quite a bit, especially when it comes to self-improvement, and I have not seen this. Especially like this, I don't know if it exists, because it should exist in my opinion. But if it doesn't, fucking credit to me. Copyrighted. Lamau. So reset theory. um each day is a reset. Okay? You can take each day as a reset of your persona, of your being, of the way you act, of the way you think, of the way you are. That's not the main thing. That's the definition of reset. I'll give you the quoted definition of reset that I have a quote. Okay, just fucking listen. A reset is an instance of time when you realize a mistake and actively attempt betterment. Okay, I fucking read. Sorry, I'm proud. I don't give a shit. All right, so now that you know what reset is, you can start to understand that there's not only resets. There's big resets, weeks. There's giant resets, months, and there's colossal resets, years. So every year you have a colossal reset of your being, of your persona. Some people's reset is indubitably small and almost ineffable and ephemeral because they do not realize that these resets exist. But these resets they're happening to the extent that you want to believe they're happening, of course. Because if you don't see these resets happening, they're going to be happening at a below subconscious level. So it's like, But if you simply know that they're happening, which you're going to after you hear these words, your brain and your subconscious is going to start thinking differently. Now, how to become, how to use reset theory in your day to day. So you know how we talked about there being big resets. There's also small resets. A day is a reset. An hour is like, let's say an hour is a mini reset. And a minute is a micro reset. So you can go completely crazy, and because the resets do happen, because I feel the resets, the 30, like the second resets, the micro resets, like the fucking shit, what's it called? Yeah, no, mini resets. Sorry, I think minutes as resets. Having minutes as resets, it's hard to picture resets as 60-second intervals. So what I do, and what I think is the optimal approach to reset theory, if somebody like understands this and applies it to their life and obviously instantly sees improvement because you're going to, there's no fucking way you don't, because this is awesome, please text me, send me a message at one of my socials, let me know how you can improve this theory and how you can, I'll give you props, I'll give you credit if you want, and if I like your idea, or if you find a more optimal way of using. So I use 30-minute intervals for my resets, and that makes me have around 36 resets a day, eliminating sleep. So I have 36 to 32 resets of my being, of my persona. I'll repeat this. 36 attempts to become better in a day instead of one, which is the norm. Instead of instead of one a year, which is the actual norm. People try to become better each year. You know what I mean? And I like getting ahead of people. I don't know about you, but hmm. So we live in resets. Tomorrow, you shouldn't care if you didn't hit the gym or if you didn't eat well. Or you should add, you shouldn't care if you did go to the gym or if you did eat well. You do it anyway. And it's not like in a bad manner. It's in a doesn't really matter. What I did yesterday happened. I did it. There's no fucking going back. You live in the present, you live in the now, and you live in an ephemeral moment at a constant rate. And you have to optimize your usage of each moment that passes. And since each moment is super hard to grasp and catch and latch onto, we take 30-minute intervals, 30-minute resets, because they're nice. So doing shit every day and applying this reset theory shows your subconscious that you have the power to be competent. Competent as definition by internet definition, I guess, with the ability to execute efficiently. Competence with the ability to execute something efficiently. Just letting it sink into your brains. So, once you understand that competence shows yourself that you can do things, your subconscious it starts to be reprogrammed and rewired into being greater. Fun fact: persuasive person will tell you the tip to become more persuasive and seductive. Same thing at the end of the day, to be fair. Competence is a very, very awesome persuasion technique. Like we said before, with the hypnosis example. If somebody sees that you're like oozing and exuding confidence, what's that confidence? Competence, they're gonna be like, holy shit, this guy can do anything he fucking puts his mind to. They fucking come over to you like, yo, what's up? That fucking happens, bro. That fucking happens. And if you don't know how to do shit, and if you don't have competence or confidence or confidence or confidence, if you don't have competence, fake it till you make it. That means do it as if you had it until you have it. I don't know which definition. Fake it till you make it is probably easier to understand than the shit I just said. But competence, reset theory, and what about the other theory that I'm about to explain to you in a couple of seconds, tricks your subconscious. And once your subconscious is tricked, and once you start understanding how you can trick it more, because there's more than this, like the tip of the iceberg, it's fucking over once that happens. Once you can fucking reprogram your fucking mind, nobody has a chance. Because because of course, if you didn't know this, your subconscious mind is extremely and infinitely more powerful than your conscious mind. Now, the path towards limitlessness. I don't know if I should put this point last and explain checkpoint theory first. No, I'll do this. The first step to the path towards limitlessness is pretty easy. It's pretty mellow. Is knowing what I just told you. Is knowing that you can. Knowing that the power that I just told you is inside of you, resting right now. It's laying dormant inside of your being. Yeah, and then I want to just add to whoever's listening. Today I gotta put this into presentation, and like tomorrow probably I'll make a video with a presentation on this. Try to keep it more like I gotta keep it under 10 minutes. You know what I mean? And this shit's going fucking crazy. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. The second step is the hardest out of the entire path out of greatness. It's super hard. And it is understanding and deciding that you want to do this. Putting it inside yourself, inside your mind, that this, maybe not this exact thing, but self improvement is something that you want to do. And so once you do that, once you decide that you want to do it, it slowly oozes into your subconscious. And like we said, it starts becoming inevitable. Because I don't know. Like and this is this like if you watch this entire video for some fucking reason, you might not do it today, you might not do it tomorrow, you might not do it in a month. But maybe, just maybe, this want, this need to do it is a click mechanism. So maybe you're watching something on TikTok, on or Pinterest, or on fucking Instagram, and you realize, and you see something that makes you realize, and makes you have this click moment of, holy shit, I need to change. Because I've had that, and everybody has had that. Everybody that's on this path, everybody, it's a click. You'll have it if you haven't. But once you start, it's done. It becomes easier, slowly but surely. And it becomes so cool, so nice, so ooh, you just feel sexy, you just feel nice. Mainly because you start hitting checkpoints, and your subconscious doesn't let you go below these checkpoints. It doesn't let you go back to your old ways. Whew, you hear that? That's checkpoint theory coming in. Checkpoint theory, and I gotta rework the quotes here to be fair. Quote: checkpoint definition. A checkpoint is a point in life experiences that inhibits you from going back to something you deem unhealthy or unproductive. Once you reach a certain point in a skill set or in something, convince yourself that you cannot dive below said point. Give you an example. Imagine you wake up at 1 p.m. for some fucking reason. You wake up at 1 p.m. and one day you're like, oh shit, I gotta get better. And you decide to start waking up at 10 p.m. The moments that you fall past 10, you're not gonna be waking up at 1 p.m. again. And once again, when you rework your brain again, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta get even better. I'm gonna get up at fucking 7. You start getting up at 7, you're not going to be getting up. You're not going to want to wake up at 9, at 10. God forgive at 1 p.m. You know? Because your subconscious will not let you think that that's okay. And you will feel so much. It makes no sense how much you feel after applying these things. It's like, wow. Checkpoint theory is pretty great to check your progress and stuff because you can see your small wins and see those as checkpoints, you know? You can start to understand that doing something or like going from doing it a healthy habit like smoking every day at a constant basis. Like imagine you smoke 5 cigarettes a day. If you go from smoking 5 cigarettes a day to smoking 5 cigarettes per weekend, only on the weekends, that's a small win, bro. You know what I mean? And you should see that as a fucking win. And you should understand that that's a checkpoint. You're not gonna go back to daily smoking after that, you know? Unless you really, really, really want to. But that's just subconscious. Because your subconscious can work for you or against you. So in conclusion, your parents were right on one thing. You can't do anything that you put your mind to. The power doesn't lay inside specific people who are gifted. No, it does not. It lays in everybody, in every one of us. We have the power. Every one of us has a little point of light, of divine energy inside of us. The light grows the more you understand it yourself. To be limitless, you must believe you can be limitless. It's a very important point. That's very simple and just goes, to be fair, goes beyond without explanation. You have the power to change anything and whatever you don't like about you. It doesn't matter what it is, unless you're fucking, I don't know, blue and wanna be fucking not blue, you know? Or unless you're fucking, I don't know, bro. Unless you're 5'10" and you wanna be 7 foot. Dude, fuck off. You know? Like, shut the fuck up. That's not gonna fucking happen. Unless you fucking wear still salted. But don't do that, because that's fucking weird. Unless you're really comfy, then fucking go for it, bro. Like, honestly, I don't mind. I like people can do whatever the fuck they want to be fair. But like, don't fucking do whatever the fuck. What am I gonna say to you to be fair? Reset theory, explanation. I'll recap the what a reset is to be fair. A reset is an instance of time when you realize a mistake and actively attempt betterment. So you want to see these resets in your day-to-day lives or in your week-to-week lives and try to be better. Try to be better with each reset. Take it like a video game. Then checkpoint theory. Once you reach a certain point in being better at something, and being better also involves being less bad at something. Like take smoking. I'm bad at smoking because I smoke. So I'm less bad because I smoke less. You feel I don't know what I'm talking. But like checkpoints, I'll read the thingy. Checkpoint is a point in life experiences that inhibits you from going back to something you deem unhealthy or unproductive. Your subconscious works for you. It's a way of making your subconscious work for you to don't not go back to places that you thought or think still are bad for you in any way whatsoever. I want to give a thanks. I will want to give a thanks to my teacher for giving us lectures and for giving us theory before practice, which was awesome to like properly impart wisdom, and to the audience that I'm gonna have in front of me, because they've been so helpful in letting me speak freely. And everybody who's watching this, thank you too, because you've been amazing if you've made it this far.